Hi everyone. As I was going through the practice quiz for the upcoming first test, I realized there were a couple problems that I may not have covered well enough. So I am going to cover those now. So pretend there's a keypad outside an office building with keys numbered 0 through 9. The correct 5-digit code will open the door so that employees may enter the building. The numbers can be repeated in the code. So part A says how many codes are possible. So I'm going to make 5 blanks here because there are 5 digits in the code. And it says any digit can be entered in any one of the 5 spaces and the numbers can repeat. So that means there are 0 through 9, that's 10 numbers if you just count them, that could possibly go in the first. There are also 10 digits that could go in the second, third, fourth, and fifth spots in the code. And so we multiply all the digits, all the numbers of possible digits together to get the total number of possible codes we could have. So I could put 0 through 9, which is 10 options in the first digit, 0 through 9 again in the second, so another 10 options. So 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is 10 to the 5th. Or 100,000. So there are 100,000 possible codes. Now, part B says, what's the probability of an employee entering the correct code on the first try, assuming that they don't remember the code? So out of those 100,000 possible codes, how many of them are correct? Well, just one. So the probability is one correct code out of 100,000 possible codes. Which gives us 0.00001 as our probability that the employee gets the code right if they don't remember it. So that's a pretty secure code. The next one I wanted to cover involved getting a random sample using that random number generator. So we've been given a list of randomly generated numbers, and they want us to use that list to obtain a simple random sample of size 5 from the list of states. And I know that might be a little small on your screen, but it's the same list of states as in section 1.3 notes. So if you start with the first number in the list and take the first, that should say 5 numbers between 1 and 50, what 5 states would be selected? So if we start, and I'm going to cross these off as we go. So the first one is number 48, which is West Virginia. And I'll cross off that. The next number in the list is 49, which is Wisconsin. The third number is 5. That's California. The next number is number 8, so that's Delaware. The next number is 5, but we've already picked California and we do not want to repeat states. So we're going to ignore that. The next number is 48. Well, that's West Virginia again, so we'll ignore it. Now we go, our next number is 43. Well, we haven't used Texas yet, so Texas is going to be our 5th state. So I just wanted to point out what happens in your randomly generated, from your randomly generated number list if there were repetitions in it. And so essentially you just use that the first time, and then if the number appears again while you're selecting your sample, you ignore it and move on to the next number. I also will be putting out another video directly after this one before the practice quiz to explain how the practice quiz, the mastery assignment, and the test are going to work. Make sure you watch those. They will explain everything to you.